Hey there, this is Chris, and not bad for somebody who a year and a half ago was diagnosed with extreme and severe CRPS. Last year in August of 2014, I came here to YouTube and I made a video after I'd emerged from really the darkest and darkest times of my life. 14 to 15 years of battling in this hell with this CRPS, which had robbed me of my ability to move, to sit, to wear shoes, to wear socks at times. Like I said in the last video, there were times I was walking around in Berchtesgaden, Germany. We're living there with a meter of freaking snow, walking around in my sandals. And so last year in August, I came to YouTube and I talked about some tons of research that I'd done with by myself and with parts of it in conjunction with Dr. Gumann in southern Germany. And I talked about the fact that I'd actually escaped from my hell, mostly. And now here's my update now. It's been a year. And I have to say, you can see here, I had virtually no pain. I'd say my pain was like a 3 out of 100 running up here. And if I pause this in a second, it'll be because of this tractor and the sound. Anyway, you'll see I had like pain that was a 3 out of 100. Maybe 5 out of 100. It was virtually nothing. Okay, so, the sound hasn't been easy up here tonight. I've been interrupted 2 or 3 times and had to start from the beginning. Anyway, so my pain was virtually, it was negligible. And I have had such an amazing year since then, with the pain dropping and dropping and dropping. Even last year I reported that I wasn't quite pain-free, but this last year has been really fantastic. I've taken a job in a city where I had taken a job in a city where I had to move a lot. It was great. It was like this metropolis where I was always, walking, and I made that choice. It was a choice I made. I didn't want to live in a small town where my main means of transportation would have to be a car. I actually made the decision to move to a metropolis, a huge city, where I would be forced to walk, be forced to take the metro. I didn't want to buy a car, and I have to say that was really successful. One thing I noticed about 3 months ago was when I became particularly lazy, I had a lot of the pain come back. And I decided to hammer it with rehabilitation again. And after about 4 weeks, I was once again virtually pain-free, which really blew a lot of my friends away because it was a serious attack again. But what's important to understand is that with the medications that I was taking, I feel very strongly with the medications I was taking and with the diet changes I made, rehabilitation sticks better. And not only that, the troughs aren't as deep. And like I said, what you saw just now, I'm fully functional. I can run. I can walk. I have virtually no pain. When I started out last year on this what I call polypharmacy 2.0, love planes. So I was taking about 13 pills a day with about 5 pills of supplements a day, and now I'm down to 4 pills a day, 4 pills of medications a day. For a while I was at 0. I was at 0 and doing pretty well until I came back to Germany and spent some time in this small town where all I could do was drive around instead of really do the moving that I like to do. So yeah, right now I'm down at about 4 pills of medication a day. And I'm looking forward to getting that to 0 soon. But 4, man, from 13 down to 4, that's great. I did a ton of research in the last year as well into how the central nervous system and brain in particular function. And I discovered such amazing and interesting things, which I've incorporated into my diet now. I feel strongly after I made these additional dietary changes, I was able to go down on my pain pills. For instance, there's one brain scientist who believes with one supplement you can actually drop, for instance, he's got football players who have been taking pain pills for years, and he gives them one high quality supplement and it drops their pain to the point where all they have to take is a supplement. And so when I read that, because I'm really reading a lot of books by brain scientists right now, when I read that, I immediately went out and got the supplement, and boom, I feel I've got a major improvement because he feels these supplements for the brain are required to help the brain get better and deal with pain. I've also found some really interesting talks about depression by leading depression researchers. That's been extremely useful. And this is where I've gotten this research from on how to help the brain and the central nervous system function better. Of course, just to let you know, I've been selling this CRPS Survival Guide. Sometimes the price changes a bit, but this survival guide is really, it's full of 45 pages at the moment of amazing information. But like I said, this might change. As a matter of fact, I add 2 or 3 pages about every 2 weeks, because I'm always learning something new, which helps me. And of course, I'm really interested in this problem of CRPS because I've got it. But it's obviously helped and worked. Again, I didn't think I would be able to function normally. Well, in the last video, I talked a lot about the fact that I was very close to ending my life. And the fact that I'm standing here right now, virtually pain-free, capable of functioning in almost every way that I could possibly want to function, it's just amazing. And so I've been doing tons and tons and tons of research into CRPS and how I can how I can improve and optimize my central nervous system's ability to deal with this and to improve, and worked on my diet again. So I've got this CRPS Survival Guide, and I've really put a ton of work into it. I'm working with somebody right now who I've chosen because he doesn't have any funds to work with, and I've after talking to this young nice guy for several days by email, I decided to take him on as a case where we're really going to work hard to get him back on his feet and give him his life back. I feel strongly that he deserves that. I hope to be putting in some updates from him as we go along. But I can't recommend the CRPS Survival Guide enough. It's got so much amazing stuff in it. Now it's got a 4-page foreword by Dr. Gurman. It's got so many links, not only writing my own research and writing, and 10 to 15 citations and studies that you can go and look at yourself. Although I'd actually have to say those citations, they're important to have, but some of the information that's coming out of these absolutely important, from these absolutely important and key researchers in the area of brain science and depression research and all that kind of stuff, these are absolutely important as well. And so between the 45 pages of writing that I've done, I've also got I've got 10 or 15, maybe 7, 8, 9, 10 videos in there, and I'm always adding more, which you need to watch to help you understand what it is that you need to do with your body to make it better able to fight this enemy of yours. And so if you decide to buy it and you have a problem downloading it, just email me at exoskeleton@gmx.de, exoskeleton@gmx.de, and I'll make sure that you get your copy as quickly as possible. I check in there about every other day, and I always want to make sure that people get these obviously as quickly as possible, because I know what it's like to be desperate. And I ain't desperate anymore. I've got my life back. I'm dating again. I've got more dates than I can handle. That's fantastic, but it's all because I decided to finally take my research, my life, my health, my diet seriously, and I'm hoping to help you be able to do that too, or somebody that you love. So when you get this CRPS Survival Guide, I highly recommend that you spend quite some time going through it and watch all the video links that I put in there, because the video links are going to be important as well. They're going to put you on the trail of people who, like I said, have helped improve my life, like for this brain scientist, for instance. It's absolutely essential. Okay? So anyway, I just thought I'd show you some of the progress, tell you about the progress, tell you a little bit more about my CRPS Survival Guide. I don't have anything against some of the doctors out there working with this right now. Of course, I think most of them that I'm seeing are well-intentioned, but I have to say, in my time in the industry, man, I would go to some doctors and they had no freaking clue, and they would charge me for $800 to tell me that I might have CRPS. After they looked at me, saw that my foot was kind of blue, saw the swelling and bulging veins, I told them the stories about the sweating, and after about, 10, 15 minutes, you might have CRPS. She might have put her needle in the wrong place. Boom, $800. I think the combination between me and my insurance company, my mom and dad, I'm sure that the healthcare industry has made over $100,000 over me, well over $100,000, well over, maybe 120,000. I don't know. I know I've seen 100 or more doctors, and I would actually say 120, because every time you get admitted to a hospital now, you see like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 doctors. When I was in the mental hospital, not far from here actually. This is, by the way, a beautiful castle in southern Germany, close to Stuttgart. When I was in mental hospital here, I'm sure I saw 6, 7 doctors in different areas again. And, of course, it was the same, in my opinion, bullshit. They wanted to treat my sadness by talking to them. And I was sitting there thinking, I've been in mental hospitals 2 or 3 times already. It's never helped. I've been with 2 psychologists and psychiatrists, one psychiatrist who treated me for like 8 months. Nothing improved. I was like, how do you think you're going to help me with talking to me with this extreme pain? And I was pretty offended by that. And I still am. And I'm upset for everybody out there who's dealing with this now. Sure, maybe it might help 2 or 3% if you're not as depressed. I was at one hospital where they were so proud of their results, where they took patients from, with pain levels of 70 or a certain number, and they brought them down 5 to 6 or 7% by the end of their treatment. And I was like, this isn't a success. This is bullshit, is what it is. So I decided I had to find out for myself what it took to get better, and that's what this last 2.5 years of absolute research have been, and they have been fantastic. Instead of a 5% improvement, I've got right now a 95% improvement. Last month, while I was living in my big city and I was doing my exercises every day on the stairs, because I run the stairs now twice a day, and hey, this is great. What's wrong with being in shape? I think it's fantastic. It's what we were meant to do. Anyway, so I actually had last month, I had 3 or 4 pain-free days. And then I got lazy again. And I had a little bit, I've had a little bit of pain coming back again, but as you can see, not too much. So I can tell you this, my system, which has improved my life infinitely, because I don't think about suicide at all anymore. What I've done is just blows what these hospitals were doing away. And it's not just me, of course. There are doctors and hospitals where we've taken this information, we've learned from them. Dr. Gurman has learned from them, and we've improved on this. And now, like I said, my life there are virtually pain-free days now. And like I said, I've chosen now. I'm working with one young man I really felt for him, and I want to get him out of this hole now too. And he didn't believe it could be done. I don't know. I hope to convince him it can be done. I want to help give him his life back, and so I'm working with him on that. And I really do hope to be posting updates on it. Okay, so anyway, there we have it. Great to see you again. Thanks for my subscribers. Get the word out. It's really seriously good stuff, and it's all about being healthy. And it's not about being healthy 2000 or 2000 style, the year 2000 or 2001. This is about being healthy 2015 style. And what I've learned, it's a totally different ballgame. And I think being healthy, eating healthy 1990 style, 1995 style, 2000 style, that's part of what did me in. And it's totally different than the 2015 revolution in diet. And one way I've learned about this is I'm always watching one video after another, and incorporating this into my CRPS Survival Guide, so you don't have to. Also, be aware of this. If you buy the CRPS Survival Guide, I've got a limited upgrade package. So if you've actually purchased it before now, just let me know. Send me an email at exoskeleton@gmx.de, and I'll make sure you get a free copy of the current upgraded version. I think right now I'm at version 2.0, 2.13. All right, so Seriously, it can be done. When I was in Italy, I had a diagnosis of extreme and severe CRPS. I could barely walk in. I could barely sit on the plane. I could barely function. And here I am alive, and I've got a normal life now again. So, thanks for stopping in. Enjoy the scenery. Take care. Have a great evening.